Route 66 is the story of Bobby, who is a young man who is graduating high school and getting handed the keys to his first car to drive across Route 66 to embark on a coming-of-age story where he gets to see lots of sights and meet new people and really see what's along the highway as he journeys to college.
And I think what's really exciting is that maybe the younger generation doesn't know what Route 66 was and how important that was to the development of the West, United States. And this is the 100th anniversary of that road, which is hardly a road now, but it's still traveled and it's still iconic. And I think also we were able to tell a story that's somewhat more contemporary, but yet has classical ballet in it.
What's unique about Route 66 is that it is completely made up for this group of dancers by this group of choreographers and teachers and the artistic director. And Route 66 has its centennial this year, and they took that idea and ran with it and created a story that really showcases our country and our dancers.
We tried to keep it cohesive with the through line of our main character. It's really through his eyes and his experience as he travels the highway and he takes in the different sights. We have radio announcements each state we go to, so it's as if he's turning the dial in his car radio and you hear like, you're entering Missouri and this is what's happening in Missouri.
And don't forget, the Missouri Fair is in full swing. Rides, music, and a pie-eating contest where last year's winner is still finishing.
So many of us have gotten to experience traveling across the country and seeing all the cool places, and these dances just celebrate that.
It allows the audience and also the dancers who've worked on it to reflect about the differences in communities and about coming together to see the overall trend that is the same instead of things being different.
Congratulations! Now you're in the game.
The core mission of North Coast Dance is that dance is for everyone and that we support high-level dance education and training. And we are operating as a 501c3, and that gives us the ability to take in donations from the community to be able to support our dancers through scholarships, which we have very generous donors, and we are supported 30% through our dance scholarships.
I love the energy at North Coast Dance. Their acceptance, their encouragement to people, whether they are their long-term dancers or people like me coming in for one of the classes. It's really an incredible atmosphere of encouragement and people just working together as a family and as a community. And that's really exciting. Wherever that happens, I think that's good for the arts within our community. And dance is one of those things that, it's a struggling art form in our society today. And to see it alive in our community is really exciting.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Santa Fe Opera House. We're delighted to have you with us this evening.
My personal favorite style is jazz, specifically musical theater jazz, and that fits well here in a more eclectic show like Route 66. I try to bring out their personality and their expression, just give them something that they can really feel and have fun with. I really like to choreograph joy and happiness into my pieces, and I want them to be able to portray that and bring it out as well on stage. That's really what I always want the audience to feel, is that in some way the dancers are portraying what the audience could feel.
As multi-generational, I'm on the far end of it, because I'm one of the older guys, and I just love being around these kids. I love seeing their joy in doing dance, working together, coming to the theater and getting all excited about being on stage, and it's so much fun to watch that, to see that spark in them, and hopefully it's going to be something that they'll want to continue to do in life ahead.
It's really fun and overwhelming at the same time. You see all these amazing dancers that are older than you, and you think of that's what I want to be, that's what I want to do when I'm older, just to be like them and to perform just as amazing as them.
Our adult community has really started to flourish, and in the past, 4 or 5 years, they've been dancing on point.
Yeah.
Some of our adults who've never been on point before, and who generally as an adult you think it's past your time that you'll ever be able to dance on point.
I I was a child dancer, and I came back for the first time in 27 years to a ballet class in October, and I have felt so welcomed by this group and allowed to figure out where I land now as a dancer, and reclaim a lot of the joy I had as a child.
I think it's important to us that the dancers, the choreographers, that those of us that create it, the producers, that we feel successful, that people had a good time, that they felt like they grew and were challenged.
Honestly, when you see someone in a dance and they see them and you're like, oh, that's not great, and you think like it's gonna be really scary, like telling them, and they might not like appreciate you telling them, but once you actually tell them, they appreciate it and they fix it. Especially when that happens to me, everybody thinks I would be like not happy with it, but I'm actually like really grateful for help so I can fix how I do it and just be even better.
We are all able to just come and be supported and feel like we get to experience the joy of dance and the hard work of dance and just thrive together. And you're never too old, you're never too young. Dance is something you can do your entire life.
If you don't know how to square dance, don't worry. Neither does Todd, and he's been trying for 12 years.
Dance is so universal, and in our culture, particularly for men, they think they can't, or I hear I have 2 left feet, I can't. And I think that it's really important that here we promote that everybody's welcome and everybody can dance, including you.